everyone. Dan Garola from stampinthepinkbarn.com. So, welcome to Coffee and Cards. I've got my coffee right here. You could have tea, you could have a margarita. Hey, no judgment here. So, as I've said, it is September 1st, and holy smokes, you guys. Stampin' Up! Has outdone themselves this month. They have got so much awesomeness happening. I am so blown away. I am going to, when I flip you guys around, I'm going to go through a couple of things with you guys. Actually, more than a couple, because they have really like shine this month, shown, whatever that word is that I'm looking for. So it is gonna be awesome this month. There are so many things that they are offering for us, not only as a demonstrator but as customers as well. Also, I've got some exciting news that I have. I have created my Bewitching card kit for the month of September. I am so stinking excited for you guys to be able to purchase this kit. It is a pre-order right now, as I've told you guys for the last couple of weeks, that my pre-order was going to start today. So you can find all the information over on stampinthepinkbarn.com, which is where my blog is. And if you go to kit classes, you will then see this month's kit class for the Bewitching bundle. So super cute cards. You can see the sneak peeks of the cards over there on my blog. Also, that being a pre-order, the last day to get that pre-order will be the 17th of September. So you've got a couple of weeks to go ahead and grab that. And because I will have to order all the product at that point and then get everything cut up for you guys and then get those shipped. I will start shipping those the last week of September. So right around the 25th, I will start the shipment for those. So that is awesome. So this weekend, my husband is going to be attending the Tucson Comic-Con. We are here from Tucson, Arizona, since I forgot to say that. He is pretty excited. They go every year, but this year he actually does. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the game Dungeons and Dragons, or they call it D&D for short. He's kind of a goofball like that. It was something he could never play as a child because his parents felt that it was kind of too wizardry, or whatever, however you say wizardy, I guess that's a better word for it. So he was not able to play it as a child, so he's making up for it as an adult. So we have a game store here locally in one of our malls, and he does the DMing, which I don't know what that stands for, but he's pretty much the head of the game. He's the one that creates the story every week. So he's been doing that twice a week, and oh, he just loves it. So he's going to be actually doing that at Comic-Con this weekend. And that's what he said. He goes, I'm a little bit nervous because that's a whole different crowd, because at the game store, we always have the same people coming in every week. And during Comic-Con, I mean, you've got people all over coming into that. So, you know, he'll get through it. He always does. He's a pretty talkative, personable person, so people really get along with him quite well, and he's in his comfort zone. So I think he's gonna do well with it, and he'll get to meet a lot of new people and hopefully bring in a whole new crowd to the game store that he does this at twice a week. So that's just kind of my exciting news for the weekend. So I am going to get you guys flipped around here and show you guys some of the amazing promotions that we have going on this month, and we will get into this card. I am going to be using, again, with the current promotion, we have that. I know you guys have seen me talk about it and seen the PDF that I've been showing you guys, but that Perfect Partners promotion starts today. So I'm going to be showing you guys the Yeti to Party bundle, because it is amazing. I owned the stamp set previously when it first came out. And then of course they brought out the dies, so I had to have that as well, because who doesn't want all those little bits and pieces cut out for you and me not have to fussy cut it, because let's just be honest, I'm not a fan of fussy cutting. So hold on, let me get you guys flipped around. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, let me take a sip of my coffee here because I have to have that going. Cars need gas, cars need electricity. I need coffee. Just keeping it real. So right now, for the month of September, this is my current host code. So when you guys buy these Perfect Partner bundles, if your order is under $150, please use my host code. This helps me tremendously, especially when I do my giveaways and when we do mystery stamping. And I have the giveaways for that. Also, when I do my Monday night Facebook Lives, I always give away the cards that I create. So again, it just helps me to be able to bring you guys the giveaways every week when you use my host code. All right, so as you guys can see, we are in Coffee and Cards right now here on YouTube. If you see that live button up there in the corner, woohoo, you've caught me live. Come in, sign into your YouTube account and come in and chat with me. I love to see your guys' comments. I love to answer questions. It's just the way I roll. All right, so as I was saying, for the month of September, I am offering the Bewitching Kit. You can find all the information about this over on my blog, stampingthepinkbarn.com. If you go to the kit classes, you will see this promotion in there, and it tells you kind of all the little fine details and what the kit is going to pertain for you guys. There's going to be 2 different options in there. One option being that you could do an add-on and add the actual bundle to go with this if you don't already have that. If you guys have been around Stampin' Up! For a while, you might remember that a couple of years ago, or quite a while ago, they had done the weekly deals. Well, they have decided to bring that back starting this month. And I believe for the time being, it is only going to be this month, so it is a limited time discount. I don't think they're going to keep that going forever, but they might, you know, depending on how it goes for them, they might decide to throw this out there more frequently throughout the year. So right now, the weekly deal that is happening right now through it is, what is it, September, I think it is through the 7th for this one. It's every Thursday it's going to rotate. So this one is going to be good through the 7th, and then on the 8th they will put out a new set of deals that they're going to be doing. So for this week, we have got the Splendid Day Designer Series paper. You've got the Summer Shadows dies, along with some Snowfall Accents puff paint, the brushed brass butterflies. Don't say that real fast. That's a major tongue twister. I know it's really hard to see in this picture right here, but it is the linen 12 by 12 specialty paper. Also, the brushed metallic adhesive back dots, the craft gift boxes, pale papaya, open weave ribbon, the craft note cards and envelopes, the craft 6x6 paper pack, the round and square little brads, and then the classic matte dots. So those are all on for a discount for this week. Know that come the 8th, you are the end of the midnight on the 7th Mountain Standard Time, these will no longer be at the discounted price. So it's only for the week that they are running these for the discount. Just so you know that. You can find out more information about that if you go to promotions over on stampinthepinkbarn.com. Okay, you guys, this is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait for this. This is Stampin' Up's card making event for National Card Making Day. This is going to take place October 1st. Again, you can find out all the information over on my blog. Hello, Dawn. And this is a craft along that Stampin' Up is going to be putting on. It is going to be virtual. We kind of advise you to sign up through the registration, which again, you'll find that link on my blog. So then you have reminders, and they will also send you emails periodically to let you know certain things that's going on in the event or whatnot. But there is also this PDF. You can download that over on my blog as well. And these are the different sets that they're going to be using during this event. And just know that when you buy any of the craft along bundles before October 1st, since that's the day of the event, you are going to get a pack of the iridescent pearl basic jewels. So that is one of their little freebies that they're going to be throwing on when you purchase one of the bundles. All right, they've also, which over on my blog, I have put direct links that you could go right into my store and you can purchase these things. I have not put this up yet just because I couldn't get it off of where I put it on the list. So I will be watching for this today, so give it a day if you want to purchase this one. But this is a brand new set that just came out today. This is called the Warm Welcome bundle. It is got some amazing little sentiments in there. I am totally digging this set, and it will be on my next order that I place. Down below, there also is a extra supplies, the things that you're also going to need besides the bundle. Now, you don't have to have the bundles. You don't have to have all the stuff to join this event. It is free to anyone and everyone. If you want to just sit back and watch the cards that they make and then maybe get your creative juices flowing, then you can create the cards with any product that you already have. So please do not feel that, oh my gosh, I can't, do the bundles right now. I'm not really crafty. Come into the event and get crafty. I mean, that's the best way to do it. It's a free event. It is, a great way to get yourself motivated when it comes to crafting. So if you do already either have these bundles or want to purchase them, if you want to follow along and create the cards with them, they've also shown you the cardstock, the ink, the accessories that you're going to need to coordinate with every one of the cards that they're making, and then your additional supplies that if you're a crafter, you probably already have, like scissors, glue, you already have the things that you need. But if not, they have put that supply list down here below as well. So they've got you covered, from head to toe. All right, the other thing that I was telling you, and we're going to be using that, I guess I should probably part it this way, is the Yeti to Party. That is the one that we're going to be using today for the super cute card that I am making. But this is the 6 bundles that they have created dies with. Now, you will find the stamp sets already in our current catalogs, and you may have already purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe all 6 of them. You may have already purchased them, and now you can get die sets to go with them. But if you don't own the stamp sets and you would like the full bundle, just know that they have given you a code that you can now use to save that 10% discount on top of, all the wonderful things that, they have offered for us as well. So, it's pretty cool that they went ahead and did that for us as well. Also, mystery stamping is coming up this month. So mystery stamping will be on the 14th. That is over on Facebook, that are live there. I will put out the supply list on Wednesday, September 7th. So watch for that. I will also attach it to the event that I have created over on Facebook. I know Facebook's being kind of funky right now. I am having a heck of a time finding my events, and I'm pretty sure you guys probably are too, because I know if I'm getting frustrated and not finding them, I'm pretty sure you are as well. But what I've realized is on the my business page, Stampin' the Pink Barn, when you go there and when you like that page, a lot of the time things will pop up automatically. You'll get notifications for things. On top of that, across the where my heading is, you'll see my picture. You'll see the current paper pumpkin that is in rotation right now. But below that are all these little tabs that go across. So there's one that says discussion, and then there's one that says about. Now, when you hit the About button, that is kind of the new landing page where they show you all the things that about my business, about where I live, about my store, all these kinds of things. That is the little tab that you need to click if you're struggling to see my events. Now, I do share my events periodically, but I know that's frustrating when you have to keep scrolling through my page to even just find what you're looking for. So just know if you hit that little About tab and scroll down, again, the scrolling game, you will find my events. Well, then you will see all the things that I have going on. So you will see this graphic, and that is the heading for that event. If you click that, like I said, on the 7th, I will have all the supplies listed on there. I will also list it on my blog. So there's many of different ways that you can find the supplies. I will also let you guys know what the gift is going to be for supplies. You have a week to gather those. On the 14th, I will come in and do the Facebook Live at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then I give you a week to create your card. You also need to join my private group, which is the Pink Barn Stampers group over on Facebook. And you will have a week to get your card made, created, and then you take a photo of it and you put it in the comments of the card that I have created. It's pretty simple. I walk you through how this is done on the day of, and then you are automatically entered into the drawing to win either the embellishments, the ribbon, whatever I decide as the giveaway for that month. Okay, so let's get in. Whew, that was a lot. I'm starting to have a hot flash. Woohoo! That was a lot. You guys, there is so much coming and going through the month of September. Holy geez. All right. So I had said that we are going to be using the Yeti to party. Now again, this is a bundled deal right now, and you can only get the dies through September, since they are a special partner with this on Facebook. I mean, have here created now, because if you got about a month or so ago using this Yeti, and I had to fussy cut him. Okay, I will be straight up honest. I am not the best at fussy cutting. Just straight up honest. And it's not only that I'm not the best at it, I just don't like doing it. So now they have created dies that just takes all that work out of it for me. I run it through the die machine and bingo bango, I have my little things perfectly die cut for me. It just takes the guesswork out of things for me and the time consumption out of it. Gotta love that. So, because my time is precious. All right, so I am going to be using this set. Also, I am going to be using the contoured dies, scallop dies. I am going to use the second from the largest, which is this one right here. I'm going to be die cutting that out of a white scrap. So let me now bring all my pieces in so I can show you. My card base is fresh freesia, 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm just gonna fold this and burnish it. Okay, so that is fresh freesia. I'm also going to be grabbing another piece of fresh freesia. This is 4 by 5.25, and there is an awful glare on that set, so I'm going to move that and my coffee because we don't need to spill coffee anywhere. But I do need a drink of it. I'm also going to be using the Whimsical Woodland 3D embossing folder. We're going to actually put this in here, and we are going to emboss that piece. So let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Now I am using the big boss for this particular embossing folder since it's a biggie. So hinge in first. Let's run this through. Yeah, right, Dawn? Whew, what a mouthful. Jeez. No wonder why I drank half my coffee just with him talking. Yeah, when I was doing my newsletter yesterday, it was just quite a bunch of things that I saw come up on their, on the website for all the things that they were promoting for this month. I was just like, wow, they are just really going for it. Okay, so we also need a piece of basic black. Now this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. This is gonna layer on that. So you're barely gonna see, I mean, you have quite, you know, you can still see that design behind there. And then, like I said, I took a piece of white scrap and I cut out my second to largest scallop contoured die. This is then going to get layered on there, and then this is all going to get layered on this card base. But we've got some stamping to do and some die cutting and all the good things to make this a beautiful card. So I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap here so I don't get ink all over my table. Okay, we are going to need that big Yeti. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that Yeti right here in Memento Black, since I will be using a couple of my Stampin' Blends. Okay, I'm just going to stamp that right there because we will be die cutting him out. There we go. Also, I'm going to do the little coffee cup because we're doing coffee and cards. And of course, we need that little coffee cup stamped because, ooh, that didn't come out very good. Let's do that over again. There we go. That's much crisper and better. Also, I am going to be using these are new in the new annual catalog this year. These are the masking paper. So if you want to restamp something like, say, in the background of this Yeti, you could actually stamp the Yeti on here, peel the backing off, and it's not super sticky, but it's enough to stick over the layer. And then when you start stamping and then you pull that layer off, then you won't see the lines on that Yeti, which you guys are going to see when I do some stamping on this little piece here. So what I have done is I have taken these little mountains here because I want to stamp those. I've already cut some of those out. So you just stamp on the sheet and then you die cut that out with your die cut or your scissors or however you are going to do it. And then you've got those to now layer onto things to keep ink away from other, you know, your other things that you need. Okay, so I've got a little cheat sheet over here of how I want these done. So I have already mounted both of those. So I'm just gonna kind of lay these out. Now, I will tell you that when we die cut this Yeti, the Yeti's gonna kind of set over on this side of this little layer. So we want the mountains to be seen kind of up and over here because he's gonna cover some of them, but we still wanna see them in the background. So I'm just gonna come in here and start kind of just layering some of these mountains and then bring in a little one. And this is where I'm going to take this and cover that. Oops, it helps if I line it up a little bit straighter. And it's kind of thin, so you can actually see through it. When you lay it down, then you can stay on your lines. Now I'm going to take the little one. Oops, I need the other one as well. And then line that up right along that line, just like that. And see, I can see the lines through that to see kind of what is going on underneath and where my placement is. Okay, I'm gonna stamp that one right there. And then take this one and move it up like that. And then take this mountain and stamp right there. And it's okay if it goes past it because that's kind of the look that I want, actually. And then I think I'm going to take this one and place it right like, like that. I just want some of these mountains kind of sporadically put around. I'm going to take the little one again and move this up here. So you can just move these, they stay sticky. That's why I keep them inside of my stamping case. So then when I'm done with them, I just put them in there and then I have them for the next go round. Okay, that's gonna go there. And then I think we need, I really need something over here to fill in this space. So I'm gonna put that right there. And put this here, like that. And then do kind of one more right like that. Okay, I think that's enough. And then we're going to get to some coloring of these. And so now when I think of my Yeti, and he's over in this corner, I can still see some of those mountains, which is what I want to see. I don't want it full of mountains, but I want it enough that, you know, and I might actually put one more big one coming right like this. So I need to also cover this little mountain. Yep, that'll be perfect. Let's do one more right here. Yep, that'll work. And you can put these however you want them. But I just wanted some to be kind of in the background. And then the colors that I am going to use, I have a variety here. I'm going to be using Pool Party. Now these are the Stampin' Blends, so these are alcohol ink. We have Pool Party, light and dark. I have got Orchid Oasis, light and dark, Granny Apple Green, and Fresh Freesia. So what I am going to do is I'm going to come in with the dark Granny Apple, and I'm going to do this center one right here, and I'm just going to kind of go underneath, kind of a little snow cap. Now the cap is going to remain white. Kind of blend some of those colors together. And then let's take some Fresh Freesia. I need dark first. And I'm not going to go super far down on this mountain because, like I said, that Yeti is going to be sitting right there and be popped up. but I just want to be able to have some of that color behind there. Let's do a dark orchid. And I think I'm going to do this one orchid down here. So since I've already got this pen out, okay, let's do pool party. I think we're gonna do this one. Did I grab light? Nope, I grabbed dark. And this one. Now light. Again, I'm not going to go super far down on this just because of the fact that, like I said, my Yeti's going to cover that. But just enough that you can see kind of that color popping through. Let's do Freesia again. And let's do Freesia down here. We need Granny, since I've kind of forgot about that. Is this dark? Yeah. And I might do this one, Granny, as well, just because I should have taken this and done it differently, but it doesn't matter. You guys get the idea. Obviously, my planning skills were not the greatest, but that's okay. Okay, so there is that. Let's finish this. These two. Now the neat thing with this is this could be a winter, a Christmas, a birthday, especially if you have like winter birthdays. The colors in this are just phenomenal, so bright, so cheery for those kind of wintry, cool months, unless you live here in Tucson and we don't get too, well, I'm not going to say that we don't get cold because there has been some, but it's been a few years since we've had a pretty cold winter, to be honest with you. All right, so now with this little Yeti, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dark Freesia and color in his little horns. And then with the dark pool party, just gonna color in that little part of his face. And this is where you could also take your light and kind of go around the edges of this little guy. It's kind of a neat little effect if you just go very lightly around the edge. It really makes him look a little colder and winterier. Do you like my verbiage? I make my own words. Most kids nowadays and teens, they come up with their own words. Like there's words that my son comes out and saying, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Where did that word come from? And it's like one of these trendy words that these kids just get on a kick. And I said, do you even know like what the meaning is? And oh yeah, whole meaning behind it and everything. And I'm lost. So there we go. Makes him look a little bit more colder and cooler. And then I think for this little, we are going to take polished pink, because why not? That, yeah, I was thinking polished pink or red. Red might be very vibrant and might be nice, but no, we're gonna go with pink. So I'm going to use polished pink. I'm just gonna go, oh yeah, this is bright. Okay, there's that. Now what I'm going to do is grab my dies. And what do I need? I need the Yeti, and I need the little coffee cup. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way. And then let's bring in that embossing machine again. All right, let's put down the cutting plate. And then we're gonna need that Yeti on there. And the little coffee cup. And we are pretty warm still here in Tucson, so I thought making a cooler, wintry card would try to cool me off a little bit, because, ugh, I'm so ready for fall, and hello, Kay. And I'm so ready for our winter months, because it's still probably warm to most of you, but to us, it is our cool down, and it's what we need and what we look forward to. Because when it has been 115, 120 degrees all summer long, oh, it's so nice for that cool, winterish feel that we get. Oh man, I still, you guys, have this cough, and it is really starting to irritate me because it's making my chest hurt. But I keep trying to I look things up because I'm kind of a Pinterest freak, that I keep looking for treatments that you could do at home to kind of clear your lungs out because of this COVID that we had. And they said if you take kind of a peppermint, or what was it, spearmint, one of those minty things, and you put your face over a bowl with hot water in it and mix that, it sometimes helps with the side effects. Okay, so then I was thinking I need a sentiment on here. So hold on, we need to put his coffee cup, but I think I want the coffee cup right there. And he definitely needs to be popped up. So I'm just taking a couple of my dimensionals and just putting those randomly around on this little Yeti. And then using my take your pick tool, Okay, like that. I think I actually want that little cup popped up as well. Oh, isn't the Yeti the cutest? I know. That's why when I saw it in the catalog, before like this whole die set came out with it, I had to have it and I snatched it up right away. And then, like I was saying, when they brought those dies out, oh my God, it made this set just worth gold to me. I thought, what a cutie little guy. I actually just saw a card the other day, again, over on Pinterest. They turned this into a Halloween card. They made him look like he was a little monster, and they probably used like old olive or mossy meadow or one of those green colors. And then they did like a nighttime sky behind it. It was so stinking cute. I was like, really? Why didn't I think of that? Like, what a great idea, and what versatility that now makes this set kind of be, right? And I'm always looking for versatility in my sets. Okay, I think I want a sentiment, but I don't know how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to bring in my die set, maybe. Well, I have this little thing sitting here. I cut that out the other day, but I don't like that. That seems too big. But I like that color, or I think I like that color with it. So maybe I might grab a scrap of Coastal Cabana. If I can find a scrap, otherwise, because of course that I need it, I can't. And that is not it. Oh, there's a piece right there. Nope, that's not it either. Jeez Louise. Know your colors, lady. Know your colors. All right, well, I'm just going to grab a piece because I will be here all day searching for a scrap of that. So let me grab Coastal Cabana. And we will just cut a strip of this off so we can stamp on this. All right, so we've got a couple of little different choices to do. So you've got a Christmas sentiment, and it says, is it Christmas Yeti? Isn't that cute? Holiday and hugs, winter wishes, or get Yeti to party. It's your birthday. I was thinking of maybe doing this as kind of a wintry birthday card, but holiday hugs might be kind of cute. And I think I'm going to cut them apart. That or winter wishes. I'm going to do winter wishes. We're not going to do a birthday card. Decisions, I tell you. So I'm going to actually use tone on tone because I really like the way that turned out on there. It kind of just softens it. But I'll do it in both, and then we can kind of decide. I'm going to do it in tone on tone, and then I'm going to grab my Memento, and I'm not even going to clean that off because it's light and I'm doing it in black. So okay, there we go. Now close these so I don't stick my hands in them. I'm going to do this one first because I really think I'm going to like the tone on tone, but And I think I'm going to actually cut them apart. Don't lose your little word wishes because it is awfully tiny. Let's get some of this glued together though, because I've got an awful lot of layers floating around here. And isn't that so cool with that Whimsy Woodland embossing folder? I think that just gives it some texture. And granted, you can't see much of it behind this card, but you still do get some of that, and it really does add quite an eye appeal. Now, I don't usually put glue around where the little polka dot things are because I kind of like to flip those out and give them a little bit of flair once I add this to my card. So I just pop those up. Kind of like that a little bit. Okay. And then kind of go like that. I do like the, even though this is black with the black back here, I still kind of like the softness of the tone on tone. So I'm going to stick with that. Do I want those popped up? I think I do. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a little bit of my, this is why I say never throw your little scraps away, because these are perfect when you've got little thin pieces like this and you need to cut your dimensionals down. I can make that fit perfect on there. And then I can cut a couple of wider ones for this piece. Just like that. Absolutely, the tone on tone just kind of softens it. I agree, 100%, Kay. And since we've got kind of these, you know, soft, well, they're kind of bold colors, but I like it definitely, the tone on tone. And then that is gonna go on the front of that card. I'm going to kind of put a lot of glue because since there's this texture back here, I want to make sure that's going to stick to that layer. Okay, and then this is when I'll kind of just pop this up a little bit to give it a little bit of flair. Just like that. I just kind of bend those edges up a little bit, and then it kind of sits there with a little bit of just, I don't know, I like it. It may not be for everybody, but it's my preference. Alrighty, so there is our super cute card, and of course he's got to hold his coffee because I've got my coffee. And I just thought, you know, it was so weird. I knew I wanted to use this set last night when I was thinking about today's card. And I was sitting there racking my brain and I kept looking on Pinterest and there wasn't a whole heck of a lot on there to give me some ideas. And so I was busy, you know, getting all the things ready to, you know, getting my graphics printed off, everything getting done so I could, you know, kind of you know, get the blog up and going about all the promotions that we have going on. And it was really weird. I jumped out of bed this morning and it kind of just came to my mind, all these different colors. And it was so weird because that doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's almost like it's kind of your aha moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed this card. I am going to come in with a wink, a little bit of wink, because I just think it just adds a little bit of pizzazz, if I can get the lid off this, to your card. And I'm just gonna glitter up some of these mountain peaks because I like things that shimmer and shine. They're just kind of my jam. Now this is where, you know, everything's optional, right? When you go to recreate this card, you can decide, because maybe you don't like glitter, maybe you don't like all those fancy blingy things, and that's okay. No judgment here. And I do have to say, I have my moods that I get into where some days I'm just very plain Jane. I don't want blingy, and then other days it's all about the bling. So I doubt that you guys can really see that, but hopefully when I take the picture of this card and get it on the blog, hopefully I can get some of that sheen to come through with the lights that I have. And maybe I'll just keep adding more and more layers to it. I think it's time to buy a new pen. It seems like it's getting a little low. But anyways, you guys get the idea. There's there's the card of the day. And maybe if I turn it in the light, maybe you guys can see some of that sheen to that. But I just thought that this Yeti is too adorable that I could not pass up making this super cute card. And when it came to me this morning, I knew it was meant to be. So I hope you guys enjoy this card and recreate it for yourselves. Like I said, I will get pictures and everything put up on the blog for you guys and the dimensions of what I used. And so you guys can turn around and purchase this stuff and make some of these super cute cards yourselves. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming in here and joining me for Thursday's YouTube Coffee and Cards. All right, you guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys back on Monday over on Facebook for my Facebook Lives. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.